Do not turn your hips in the downswing. Good morning. Do not turn your hips in the downswing. Now that sounds strange, that sounds against everything you've heard on YouTube, everything you've read in magazines and every golf instruction DVD you've watched, but you don't do it. You don't turn your hips in the downswing. And I'm going to explain why. Just a quick serious note before we start. Thank you so much to everybody who clicked that subscribe button, and we're now over 100,000 subscribers. That was always the goal. Now let's get to 250,000. Let's rack this up to 250,000. If you've not subscribed already, please do. I bring content twice a week for you guys to try and make golf better for everyone. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video as well. The more times you guys click that like button, the more golfers get to see my content. And that's what keeps the channel alive. Also check out my website, EUREKAGolfSwing.com. So if I start my downswing here and turn the hips, the club gets thrown out the way. The turning of the left hip turning immediately away. Now Tommy Fleetwood explained, and he said that when he starts the downswing, the first thing he thinks about is getting that left hip, that lead hip, to turn behind him. When you watch him in slow motion, he actually moves towards target before that turn occurs. So rather than turning immediately with the hip, something else has to happen. And why does something have to happen? Well, it has to happen in order. It has to happen in order to make sure that club stays more behind the body. There. Now if I turn the hips, this club dives out this way, gravity takes it that way, and of course we cut across. If I can move my body in a way that keeps the club more behind here, then I'm going to hit the ball much purer every single time with probably a right to left ball flight. Okay Steve, I get that. So what is the swing thought? Well, the swing thought is your lead pocket moving to target from the top, moves to target, the hips will open up. If you do EUREKA golf swing, for example, where I stand with my feet open and I get to the top and then slide my left pocket to target, it will naturally open up easier because they're going to adhere to my feet line. Now for a standard golf swing with a square alignment up to the top, left pocket towards target. As the left pocket goes towards target, the club head stays a little bit more behind the hands for longer, and then from there of course it'll naturally open up. It will naturally open up as long as you get left hip to move to target before that opens up. Do not open the hips immediately. I've got the ultimate training aid to show you this. This here is a 7-iron by G-Force. G-Force Golf, it's got a super thin shaft on it, super flexible. And it's a great way to train the body because you have to swing the body or pivot the body to feel the club head behind you. Now if I go hips first with this thing, this is very awkward, it's supposed to be. If I go up to the top and go hips first, turn the hip, the left pocket behind first, you can see that wants to bend. This wants to curve down here, doesn't it? It wants to dive out there or jump out there. We know that's wrong. We completely know that's wrong, but we still do it because that's what we've been told in magazines and on YouTube. That's what you're supposed to do. Now if I try and line myself up here somehow, take my address position, and from the top there, just think about left pocket. Just little soft swings, just to there, left pocket, and you'll see the club stays more behind. Just a little soft one, left pocket. Boom. Club stays more behind me. Left pocket to target. Brilliant. You can feel the lag. There. Left pocket to target to feel that club staying more behind. There. So I've got to the top, I've moved to target, and of course that's encouraged this to happen, and then from there of course the hips are going to naturally open up. If you can get yourself a G-Force Golf 7-iron to feel, that was really good, got that one straight, to feel that, it'll make a massive difference. We'll go face on then. Of course, does this work with driver? Of course it works with driver. So now face on is obviously where the magic happens, because I'll draw a line on here and you'll see the hip move before the hips open up. The sun's behind me, I appreciate that, so it's maybe a little bit hard to see, but I'll draw the line in there up to here. The hips move, keeping that club behind me. So I'm there, leading with the hip every time. Now these are just little soft shots. We'll get back to the full 7-iron in just a second. Up to there, hips leading the shot. That's power, that's lag, that sustains the line of compression, that gives you lag. Then you grab your normal 7-iron We'll get to driver in just a second. I'm sure you can see how this works. And as I say, when you watch all the top players in the world, if you watch them, they all get into that position, they all slide. There's a lateral, it's a lateral rotation up to the top. Lateral means slide, rotation's pivot. So it's a lateral, then rotation, so the lateral happens, then the rotation, but it starts off lateral, then turns into lateral rotation, so both happen at the same time after the lateral. After the lateral, there's quite a lot to take in there, I appreciate that. Here you go. Normal club now, so now we're hitting full shot. I get to the top of my swing, then from there I think about left pocket to target. I've got an open stance like EUREKA Golf Swing, which is going to assist this. There. Wonderful. Now where I finish in relation to that line there, you'll see. Really, really good. Really feeling that lead pocket moving towards target. To start my downswing, lead pocket. It's excellent. You can see when I've done that, I've not driven the knees. I've not done a lateral slide with the knees. I've just thought about the pocket moving to target. And there, pocket. There, pocket. Absolutely pure. So driver, can we do it with driver? Of course we can do it with driver. G-force through a driver too. Ooh. We'll get to that G-force driver in just a second. So my normal driver now, here we go, same thing, my swing thought's the same, up the top, left pocket to target. There. There. It won't be as exaggerated because ball position's further forward. Felt great. I could feel my left pocket to target. Lost my tee. I have to snap tees because of this mat. Again, up to the top. All I think from the start of the downswing is the left hip. Left pocket slides to target. Good again. Let's get the G-force driver. So now down the line, G-force driver down the line. That's a very high tee to be fair. Up the top, then from there I'm thinking hip. Hip to keep that a little bit behind. Lead pocket. Lead pocket. So I'm there. Lead pocket. That's great. You can really feel the lag with this. You can hit full shots with this. Really feel the lag. It's good. I use this, I don't play full shots with this, but I use it as a training aid for people to feel exactly this. So you, not necessarily hitting balls, but just feel there, there, there. Of course that's very different than that. That, there, keeping that club shaft flexed, because that's what lag is. Lag is stress on the shaft. I'm there and I'm stressing this shaft to start the downswing. Really stressing the shaft. Then you move on to your normal driver, little tailor-made burner. Then you can get onto full ones. I've felt it enough now to play full shots. There we go, absolutely burst it. And I could feel there that the left pocket had driven that downswing. So do not turn your hips in the downswing, control the left pocket, then let them turn.